Because student handbook gives all the protocols, I want to say all the guidelines for writing the OBA. So it becomes very easy. I'll see if I have. I was assuming that you have that student handbook. Let me see if
Yes.
I have that student handbook.
We may have a soft copy, bro. I think in the
You have soft copy?
WhatsApp.
Huh?
Let me check. Let me check, bro. I think
If
in the
you have, please
description.
share with me or everyone in this group in the call now. You will see from that only. Because I have student handbook for Bhakti Vaibhav, 10 to 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. I don't have a Bhakti Shastri.
I've posted on the group, the online soft.
Yeah, so you are sent on the
Oh, I think it says the file does not exist.
sorry, the file you are requested does not exist.
Ah, yes. I don't know. That's the link that was shared with us. Handbook. Let me check if I have downloaded it.
से बात करो करें
I have it in my device. Let me share.
Yeah, you can forward it.
इसमें एक डायग्राम टेबल के ऊपर बॉक्स
Yeah, Sundari Subhadra Mataji is. Thank you, Mataji. Everyone can refer to that.
Prabhu, there is a error in opening this document.
Suji, I'll share on the screen maybe if that helps. I'm able to open it. I'll share it on my screen.
खुलिए
Huh. You want me to share, Prabhu? Or
हाँ शेयर कर दिया मैं बस देख रहा था कौन सा पेज नंबर इसमें है
I think most of the rules devotees know about OBA because we have written for so many
पेज
years.
नंबर आई थिंक सो इट इज पेज नंबर 17
17.
पहले पेज नंबर 17 निकालो ताकि हमको समझेगा क्या है उसमें
हाँ, खोल लिया।
कम टू
खोल दिया प्रभु 17.
एक मिनट after 17 we can go to 49 first 17
Okay.
okay so question can be given to the students in the at the beginning of every unit by the primary teacher so it seems आपको क्वेश्चन मिला है इसका you got a question for OBA
I think those are there in this handbook itself. We can refer to that.
we can refer to that yes the primary teacher is to give the student guidelines on how every question needs to be answered ठीक है that we can discuss can get the guidelines from the BURE office okay word limit for each answer is 800 to 900 words ये एकदम बेसिक है आपको पता होगा and then there should deadline for this and then minimum passing is 60% student unable to submit OBA on announced due then application लिखना उसको करना है if one does not submit the application also बाकी the different rules if one does not submit OBA or fails the OBA in about 2 opportunities one can submit it in the next batch ठीक है let's go to 49 yeah so here are the two questions for your NOI OBA so I guess all of you are aware OBA means it's an open book assessment open book exam where you can refer to different things and you need not to copy paste the statements of Srila Prabhupada's reports. You have to you can just give a reference for it and then put them in the way you understand it. In general, that's the way it goes. So question number 1 is explain the importance of avoiding atyahar and prayas in one's practices of devotional service. So first of all, see again, word limit is 800 to 900 words. So you need not to write big essays. To make sure that it fits in this these number of words only. And first is that importance of avoiding atyahar. So to define atyahar, different prayas, and then after that, uh, see that uh, how they are necessary for us to avoid, why they're necessary for us to avoid. And then after that is done, next is in one's, and then he's saying, and prayas in one's practices of devotional service. How can you avoid these tendencies? Now, what are the ways in which we can avoid? One thing is to, I'll give an example. Sometimes someone may get a kidney stone. He may take the medicine, the stone may go away. But the point is that more important than just removing the stone is to remove the tendency, propensity of forming a stone in the kidney. Similarly, now we may give up atyahar, we may give up prayas, but then how to do what we are supposed to do so that these tendencies are at all in root only they are gone, they go away. So then that is my expected there. Give appropriate reference to Upadesham text to verse and purport in your response. And this question is primarily personal application based. That means every answer in this group will be unique. है ना ऐसा नहीं कि हर एक का आंसर सेम होगा तो मैंने थोड़ा इसका ले लिया एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट डोंट यूज चैट जीपीटी चैट जीपीटी विल गो बैक टू गॉड अदरवाइज आप इधर रहेंगे और फिर आपका क्रिएटिविटी डेवलप नहीं होगा कुछ है ना so this is primarily why it is called open book because everything is there but you have to think but apply which requires some some contemplation so to develop those faculties of our persona this is required and that's why this is necessary and essential. Okay, so this first question is based on personal application. The second one because NOI primary is application based book. That's the second one also. Discuss the challenges you are facing in developing enthusiasm and confidence in your practice of devotional service. What steps are you taking to overcome these challenges? Give appropriate reference Shri Upadesham text 3 in your response. So basically text 2 and text 3. The first question is based on text 2 about avoiding atyahar and prayas, and second is about developing enthusiasm and confidence. So, any questions on this? Any questions on these questions? It's fine. Actually, for NO, it's very easy. Very application. You can write a entire thesis on this. आपको थीसिस लिखना एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं है यहाँ पे बस आपको 800-900 वर्ड्स का एक्सपेक्टेड है आपसे okay anything specific
Hare
anyone
Krishna.
yes mother
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
yes mother
Prabhuji, can you just explain the flow of the answer in which we can answer it? Like the
we have to go with the way the question goes. That's the flow primarily. This is the question number 2. Discuss the challenges you are facing in developing enthusiasm and confidence in your practice of devotional service. So you can define first of all what is enthusiasm and what is confidence, and then what are the challenges you are facing in your life. Why you are not able to be enthusiastic? What are the blockages or what are the barriers in your being enthusiastic in your personal practice, in devotional service? After defining the problem, then you come to the next part of the question. What are the steps you are taking to overcome these challenges? Then you can say, so for developing enthusiasm, I want to associate with those devotees who are very enthusiastic. Or I want to sit with chanting with someone who chants very much, in very much enthusiastically. Or I want to be with devotees or Vaishnavas who are very, very confident in the practice of Krishna consciousness. So like that, with those practical applications, you have to write what exactly you're going to, what's your plan for your change. And then whenever you're giving your answer, he's saying give appropriate reference from text 3 in your response. So while answering, Prabhupada has given different solutions and steps for developing enthusiasm, for developing confidence. So those things, if we can refer, like so Prabhupada tells in purport of text 3, the statement, which can be paraphrased. So in the similar line, I am also planning to apply these things in this way. So Mate, does that answer your question?
yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
And same thing goes for text first question, second question both. So the flow can be very simple. Define those two things, and then what sometimes you why how you can avoid them, what is the importance of avoiding, how you can avoid them, and then in the process of that we always refer to Prabhupada's purport of text 2 and 3. Anyone else wants to ask anything else? टेबल पे बैग रखा है बैग के अंदर एक बॉक्स है द टेबल पे से लेफ्ट है मतलब लेफ्ट साइड में एक बॉक्स है anything else anyone wants to ask? In case you don't get, in case you get something later, you want to ask later, so you can put on a group. I am there in your group, right? Nafika group.
Right.
So they can put like address it to me,
Okay.
mentioning me. Anything immediately address it.
Sure. Yes, bro.
So shall we end, or is there something else you want to do?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
One announcement here that devotees can check their attendance. Like minimum, I think 75% is necessary for to qualify for the exams. So maybe personally also I can message them. Whatever is deficit, you can hear the recording of the lecture when you were absent, and then you can send the notes of that class to Rukmini Vallabh Prabhu, and then let me know. I'll mark your attendance here accordingly. Yes, Prabhu. I think right now only 3 devotees are there, so I'll message personally also the concerned devotees. And I think next weekend we'll have Janmashtami celebrations. So we'll not have classes next weekend. And I'll check with Rukmini Vallabh Prabhu. Most likely exams will be after that week, but I'll send the exact dates on the group.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Done.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji.